Hey there, Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising. It's Maggie. Welcome to Moonlit Waters. Today we're going to take a look at career and finance. As I'm recording this, it is the 19th of March. The Sun is about to move into Aries, but currently in Pisces with Mercury and Jupiter and Neptune. It has just made for some very confusing energy. And it just feels like there's a need for clarity. So we're going to take a look at and try to drill down into what's some really best next move that you can do in career and finance. Get some advice from Spirit. The cards are being a little stubborn here. Spirit said, well, do you want the right message or not? Okay. Ooh. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, I did want the right message. All right, so it's time to take some action, guys. Oh, that's not okay. I'm gonna have to get a clarifier here. Wow. Ooh. Okay. The key to the situation, we have the key, which doesn't help me. Okay. Huh. All right. That's so interesting. That is so interesting. This one wanted to come too. This is, okay, so here's the thing. Your overall energy here, we have the Scythe. The Scythe is about quick, sharp decision making. And we have the Book of Knowledge, which is closed. So, Scorpio, I feel like you're in the middle of making decisions, but you're not telling anybody. Because the Book of Knowledge being closed, that screams Scorpio energy to me. It's rarely, there's nothing here that says you're confused. You're not the one that's confused. You know something, you're not telling anybody. And there's some kind of a decision-making process that's going on, and there's a very quick decision that's about to be made or recently been made. It is the overall energy. Let's look at the key. So, clarifying the key. There's a need to communicate from the heart. This deck has 3 birds cards, okay? This is the one that says, this is that beautiful spring energy. Oh, gosh, the lighting, I'm so sorry. The sun keeps coming in and out as it keeps raining, and I can't figure out the lighting. Does that work? There we go. So, here we got these birds sitting there. This is family, friends. This is spring. This is new energy. This is sweet energy. This is the energy of the people that really matter to you. And then we also got the other birds. There's 3. The other one's got owls, so that would be like wisdom and intuition, but not this one. This is the community. This is where you work. This is where you live. So there is a decision that needs to be shared with the community. It needs to come from your heart, because we have the heart card. And so the situation here, the key to the situation is, where do you feel like you fit in where you live, work, and play? What feels like home? What feels like home? And you have a lot of anxiety around this decision making. I can see that too. All right, so in the very recent past, you were looking for information about, so we have a little boy, so it's a new idea. It's a dream though, because he has this little teeny boat. And he's trying to float the boat in the water, and he's like considering it and thinking about it and imagining it. And I just want to show you, because in here, this little ship that he's playing with looks just like the ship card. And so in his imagination, it's this big ship that's quickly moving in. And so he's thinking about, how do I make that my reality? So this is the way you transform the situation. You get your ducks in a row. We have the masculine energy, the yang energy, but this is gathering your tools up. This is putting the pieces together, getting ready to get to work. So this is a tool. Quick, decisive action, that's a tool. I think you know exactly what you're doing, so you're gathering the pieces. You know what it is. In the area of the, in the heart space where you've been feeling very anxious, You're standing guard, looking over your shoulder. I actually think you're looking to the future. Okay, so you have your weapon. You're looking to the future. You're guarded. Your home is behind you. The shield is down, so it's not so much as protective. It's more as like awaiting news to come in, almost like waiting for someone to write in and bring you what it is you need to know. In the area of the obstacle, wherever you are, it's a garden. Okay, so the garden is a community. Wherever you are, you're either seeking to feel abundant in that community, or you already feel like there's a lot of abundance. So you might have a job someplace where you are making coin. No problem there. Just banking it up, have the money, but you don't enjoy the work, or you don't enjoy the people, or you don't enjoy where you live and you'd like to live somewhere else. There's something about it where you have a dream, where you want something bigger and better for yourself than what's going on, but there's this fear about, if I give this up, can I make it up? Will I be okay financially? Can I do this? And this is a very big struggle for you, because in the area of the action to take, we have the mice, and the mice is anxiety. And so there's a need to overcome this anxiety, to not worry about this anxiety. And I think one of the ways you do that, the key to the situation, is communication from the heart. What does the heart want? And then to share that, possibly, with other people in your life that it matters. I don't think you do this easily, because we have the card of burden in the heart space going forward. This is also, though, connection with spirit, because we have this huge Celtic cross on it, but there's all this purple underneath. There's all this purple underneath that is like your third eye. It's really connecting in a heart, speaking from the heart, and thinking from the third eye, connecting in. There's a very big healing energy being offered to you right now. Totally right there. And the action step going forward is to follow your intuition, because this is a divine feminine energy that is receptive and receiving the guidance, and she's using a pendulum. She's using a pendulum. So the action step is to connect into spirit. Look at that, spirit saying yes. To connect into spirit and receive the information. If you don't have a pendulum, they're really cool. Because you ask them a question and they move in the direction of yes or no to give you an answer. So that was a definite yes on that. If I were to say, are you supposed to remain anxious and insecure? It's going to start moving in the no direction. Of course it is, because no, Spirit would never want you to live like that. So releasing those and letting that go, and allowing yourself to follow your heart and listen to your intuition, and allow your intuition to lead you and your heart to lead you. See it switch directions again? So cool. It's one of my favorite games. Okay, so I love this card here because it kind of reminds me of me. Like, she's standing there like, I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do next, and let me get out my pendulum. I have Scorpio is where my midhaven is, so that is literally how I make my living, right? Okay, yeah. So did you hear that? I'm speaking in the future. I make my living by doing this kind of work. I know it's going to work. So you have here, you have the moon, the great nurturer. I give and receive nourishment, and the muse, Venus. I inspire and I am inspired. What makes you feel loved, safe, and secure, and what lights you up? What gets you excited? What feels like your dream coming true? What brings in the healing? It's really interesting to have the healing up here in the headspace. It's more like get out of your head and into your heart, because that's how you're going to overcome all the little doubts that are running around. I'm sorry, I'm just like, when I'm in channel, stuff comes out of my mouth, and I never really know what it is, and I have to go back and listen. I totally heard myself say that I'm making money that way, and I thought, I'm so sorry. We all just had a moment together. Okay, so plan the celebration now, it says. Sweep the floor, clean the slate, pick a date, window shop, buy a few things, go out on a limb, rearrange the furniture, pick some flowers, take some time off. No, not because it's necessarily that the tipping point has been reached, but because that's how you reach it. When you decide, things fall into place. Eternity is a really, really, really long time. I think we'll be able to squeeze everything in, so just relax. Oh my God, I love these cards. This one says, you want what you want because you know it's possible. You want the big dream because you know that it's possible. If it wasn't, you wouldn't. This is powerful, so embrace it. For whatever else you believe or don't believe, this belief alone can take you the distance. Everything is possible. Everything is possible. Do wealthy people have to spend all their money to feel wealthy? No, that's silly. They don't even have to spend a cent, do they? Oh, so you have it made. That's an interesting one. Let me think about what that's trying to say here. You decide. It's what you think. If you think you are poor and that you're losing income and that it's not going to work for you, then you are absolutely right. Whatever you believe to be the truth is the truth. But if you believe that this little ship is really this big ship coming in and it's coming in toward you fast and it's going to put you in a place where you truly love your life, again, you're completely right. So plan the celebration now. Decide what it is that you really want. And don't worry. Spirit's going to figure out how to get it for you. There's a need for decisive action. And I think part of that action is going to have to let someone in. And it might be letting yourself in on, this is what I really want. It might be a secret dream that you've never spoken out loud to yourself, and maybe it's time to have it just come out of your mouth. This is how I make my money. Unlimited ideas. Your mind is one with God's infinite mind. Therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideas, guaranteed to bring blessings. All you need to do is take divinely guided steps, divinely guided action to allow these ideas to come to fruition. I think you totally know what needs to be done in order to get where you want to go. You just need to give yourself permission to not worry about it. To not worry about it. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. You have celestilite. I love this stone. This is how I connect in with spirit when I'm in meditation. I have a very large piece, and I really can connect in when I'm meditating. And so again, it's like using a divination tool. So find some kind of a crystal. Also, amethyst is really good for that. Clear quartz is good for that. Find yourself something that you really feel good with and just sit and clear your mind and see what comes to you. So I see, hear, notice, and understand messages from the divine. This is a clear channel. This is opening up the communication through the heart space. Oh my God, they're saying this is the communication through the heart space with spirit. The key is having the conversation with spirit and clearly stating what it is that you want. Improve spiritual communication skills, interpret signs and symbols, experience connection with angels and spirit guides, feel serenity and calmness. You don't need to be anxious. You're going to be fine. Connect in the spirit, and spirit will show you what is the next action step to take. Take the divinely guided steps. Be decisive. That secret dream or wish you have, it's about to come true. All you got to do is go for it. All right, Scorpio. Love your reading. You guys take good care of yourselves. Hit the thumbs up if you're still watching. I appreciate that. Leave me a comment if you'd like. I always try to answer the comments. You guys have a great, great couple of weeks ahead. There's a lot happening here. I'll talk to you soon.